Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Marketplace and Customer Experience Radio with Marv, brought to you by Market Africa, only on the station, taking you to the top to stay, Top Radio 90.9 FM. To all our fans, friends, and family, today is that Enterprise Day where we call in and we sell. You sell your markets. It's called Sell Your Market Tuesday for those running their small business and looking for how to get some traction, how to get support for marketing, and how to run their business in such a very trying economic times in Nigeria. All right, here you go. Top Radio 90.9 FM is doing this. We are big on giving back and supporting SMEs as a small and medium enterprise. With 30 seconds, just 30 seconds for you, you can sell your market live on radio. You call in, give us your name, tell us what you do, share your social media handles. We can also contact you, preferably your WhatsApp number, shared online, also shared live on air, and then we'll do justice to that. Guys, the truth is that no other station or any radio show in Lagos, Nigeria does it better. And that is what we are known for, taking you to the top to stay, Top Radio 90.9 FM. Before we dive proper into the show, I want to bring in my very good friend. I call him my friend because as long as he has brought one issue to us, he become my friend and my family. Mr. Emeka Enebeli. Mr. Emeka Enebeli was here 2 weeks ago, if I recall very correctly. He was here 2 weeks ago on a Sell Your Market Tuesday also. He was here to complain about a transaction, about his experience. It was a very funny one. He has an ATM with he has an account with UBA. And then this fateful morning, I think 7:50, 7:55, he went to one of this GT branch to make some withdrawals. And as soon as he inserted his ATM card into the machine, punched the pin, the ATM went blank, and 2 minutes later he got debited. And he was wondering, where is this abracadabra coming from? Because the machine went off. I didn't even know what to do, and he quickly ran to UB and GTB and told them that GTB, see what happened. My card is even swallowed. Has been swallowed by this bank. To UBA. And back and forth. The story is long anyway. But what I assured Mr. Emeka Enebeli was that because he came to the studio, we don't know him from nowhere, he just traced us. He came to the studio live to complain. I will give him that audience. And what I did was that I promised him I was going to escalate the matter to the Group Chief Customer Experience Officer of UBA and the entire team. And I also did I did that. Michelle Onwoga, which I believe is the Global Chief Customer Experience Officer, she replied me and her team. They did due diligence and they checked in that transaction and found out. If you remember last week, we called Mr. Emeka live on air to ask him just to be sure, because what UBA said that that transaction was not done or carried out on the GTB machine. Don't forget, he's a UBA customer holder. He has an account with He has an account with UBA. But he took his ATM to a GTB account. To GTB ATM, the machine went off and he was debited. That's the end of the story. So when UBA was going to profile and check what happened, they found out that the same time that he gave, the same amount and the code number of that transaction was not on a GT account. It was on a MONIEPOINT account. How? We called Mr. Emeka Enebeli live on the radio last week and he said no, that when I'm not dreaming or blind. I went to GTB myself, and UBA said, Mr. Murphy, we cannot send you some information because of privacy, because of confidentiality matters, but we'd like you to give us Mr. Emeka's email. So last week we got his email. I pushed it to UBA yesterday and asked UBA some very salient questions. Because if Mr. Emeka Enebeli said that he went to a GTB account whose card was swallowed, and UBA said no, from what we can see here, it is a MONIEPOINT transaction, an ATM POS terminal. You didn't even go to. The question is, where do we go from there? Now, Mr. Emeka Enebeli, when I was coming in, I saw him downstairs waiting for me. I said, Mr. Emeka, how are you, sir? And he printed out to me what UBA sent to him as an evidence that that transaction was done on the MONIEPOINT machine. Truly, I saw it this morning. He's with me live in the studio. And I want to give him some few minutes because I might have to bring him MONIEPOINT here now. The MONIEPOINT to check for me whose account is that, and what medium was the transaction carried out? Was it through an ATM or a transfer? Let me know. He has something to tell me about one, but somebody advising him, maybe somebody has spied his PIN, blah blah blah. But we need to get to this because what has just happened to Enebeli can happen to anybody. I don't know who is next. The country is volatile. Things are happening. People are desperate for anything. There is criminality everywhere, and we need to nip this in the bud and see how we can resolve it as quickly as possible. Mr. Emeka, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Welcome once again.
Yeah, fine, thank you, sir.
Great. This morning when I came in, you have narrated the story. Did I get it correctly?
Yes, you did.
Correct.
Yes.
So, with what UBA sent to you?
Yes.
First and foremost, I want to thank the UBA team for acknowledging all of our requests. They've spoken to you a number of times. I sent you what can you make out of what they sent to you? What is your story about that now?
Yeah, I don't want to send to me. What I spoke with about 3 of them yesterday. I tried to speak to the girl who was doing the calling. If I couldn't reach out directly.
Yes.
All they were telling me was that somebody behind when I was going to slot it there, I'm on the line. I said, yeah.
Yes, you were queuing.
He said it was queuing to go. They said somebody can beat my PIN number from the back. I said I was alone. They said no, that had nothing to do whether you alone or so. But somebody can get my PIN number from the back.
Okay.
The other question which I was asking is, fine, somebody got my PIN number from the back. How did the machine went blank? How did the ATM get to MONIEPOINT? How did the ATM come out?
Can I have a receipt, please?
Because it's with me.
The one that MONIEPOINT sent to you.
Yeah, the one MONIEPOINT. UBA sent that to me.
Yeah, UBA.
They said it was done in MONIEPOINT.
Yes.
That the person collected the card my PIN number and went to MONIEPOINT, and I said, who did that? Because everything, the machine went blank.
Yes.
So there's no way. All the head operation told me then was I should go to UBA, that I should fill a form. I just go in 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's a pity. 2 weeks have gone, and
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
not a problem.
Yes, sir.
What I see right now here,
yes, sir,
is the MONIEPOINT purchase receipt transaction that was sent to you by UBA.
Yes, sir.
I've asked UBA to tell me how they get hold of these receipts.
Yes. Okay.
All right. I want to know how they got rid of this receipt.
Yes.
When I saw the receipts, don't worry, that's my personal discussion with them. The first thing I want to see here, you said it was carried out 7:57, exactly the same time.
7:57 a.m. 16 January.
And the terminal ID is supposed to be the same thing.
Yes.
So pretty much UBA is correct from what they said. Yeah. However, you are in dispute because you said you never went to MONIEPOINT.
I didn't go.
If they claimed or somebody advised you in the bank, not UBA, that you probably
GT, one of those is I came.
So that your PIN may have been exposed.
Yes.
Maybe a thief was behind you to see your PIN.
Yeah.
And you said you were at the ATM by 7:55.
Yes.
And the ATM went off.
Just immediately. Just went off entirely black.
My question or my suspicion is that it cannot be the same time, even though somebody took your PIN. It cannot be the same time, 7:57.
Sir,
not to you.
Yes.
Because if that advice is not coming from UBA.
Yes.
For us right now, that advice is nothing to do with this transaction.
Yes.
But I want to just assume that it's correct.
Yes.
Somebody took your PIN, really.
Yes.
That PIN taking cannot be used at the same time you are at the bank. Because you are at the bank 7:57.
Yes.
And that debit happened 7:57.
So immediately when we went black, I just called security man. I said, please look at what happened. He said, no, I should just be on the line.
Okay.
That my bank was open. Just a minute of standing on the line, I just got an alert.
Debit alert.
And I told him, he said, I shouldn't worry. I should go up. When I went up, they started telling me that they will reverse it.
There is something wrong.
That head operation then.
Yes.
No longer there.
Yes.
Head operation then.
Yes, I get you.
Say to be reversed. I should just go and fill the form.
Yes.
Because they are not my bank. I
don't want to speculate, Mr. Emeka.
Yes, sir.
Your ATM was swollen by GT Bank.
Yes, my ATM was swollen.
Did you get it back? Did you get it back?
No, I didn't.
When was ATM closed? When did you lock that and get another ATM?
That same day I went back to UBA.
Okay.
But I got an exchange of words from either the PM or
somebody. You told us that.
Somebody else, yeah. So he now said I should just fill a form. After filling the form, the way me and him went through. So 2 days after I came back again.
And your ATM was ready?
Yes. So I now collected new ATM, not the same, new ATM.
So at the time, so it means that your ATM was locked in GTB, right?
That was what happened.
And it was about the same time, 2007, you were at the GT ATM.
Yes, okay.
And at almost the same time, debit happened.
Yeah, debit.
And now there's somebody saying out of just thought that if even though somebody got your PIN, my own thinking is that it's not possible that the same time you were there, debit happened at the same time. If somebody steal your PIN, it will happen probably maybe some minutes or hours.
Yes.
So
yes.
what I would do is this.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take this to UBA. I've asked them a question yesterday to tell me
Okay.
how they got hold of this receipt. That's my
Okay.
one. Because we're not going to say anybody's wrong or right here. We just want to protect our users out there,
Yeah.
all right, or customers out there.
Yes, okay.
So we're going to take this again to UBA.
Yeah, okay.
However, I may
They wrote a letter
to you.
Yeah, they
Great.
wrote a
Okay.
letter.
So, Edet, you're going to snap these two things, okay? You snap it two, right? So now we're going to take this to them and bring in money points.
Okay.
All I want money point to do for me now, money point should tell me this, because that's a POS terminal from money point.
Yes.
Money point should tell us
Yes.
if that transaction
Yes.
was carried out using an ATM or another means.
Yes, okay.
Because they will see it in their platform.
They do, yeah,
All right, just to
definitely.
help us with information, and we can escalate. Mr. Emeka, thanks so much for calling. I want to
It's
give you
okay.
5 minutes. It's time. My time is up with you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
But we will get to the bottom of this, all right?
Okay,
I
sir.
promised you that we're going to get
Yeah, you said so.
moving progress, right?
Yes, okay.
Be
Thank you
patient.
so much.
I know
Yes.
51,000 is a lot of money, but just be patient. Thanks so much for coming around.
Thank you, sir.
Guys, let us go on a quick break, and when we come back, we will dive into the matter of the day. Sell your market Tuesday.